As you all know, my favorite scenes in the movie Ghost are when Carl and Willie go to hell. And I always kind of dissect those scenes and try to look at things that I might have missed before. And then I'm just going to kind of point those out. Plus, like certain sounds that always stuck with me. Obviously, the demon sounds, I love those. You got that. Then you have Willie's reaction right here. He looks terrified. I'm not sure if he knows what's going on or not. And as soon as he gets touched by one of the demons, it sounds like he's in agony. Because he's like, that's exactly when he starts begging. He's like, ah. He's like, oh, no, no, whoa. In his famous, help me. This reaction right here, he looks like he's like being choked or something. I wonder what those demons feel like. And they're going all around him. You got the one in the back over here, right behind him. You got that agonizing facial expression, screaming and begging out, no! I love the look of this demon right here, the black, and then you got the clear right there. And then we have the kicking and screaming and just begging in agony. There he is, flailing, kicking and screaming. And I always wondered how he got on his butt before they dragged him away. You can kind of see one of them grabbing his leg right there. That's another thing I didn't notice until years later. And then you have these people watching him, having no idea, have no idea that somebody is going to hell right before their very eyes, but they just can't see it. I always wonder if that's going on around us. Here comes the famous, help me! And there he is on his butt now, being dragged to the hottest pits of hell. And then years later, I didn't realize, if you keep on watching, just keep watching until he turns into, you see his arms go down, and then you see like a little outline of him. You still see that for a little bit too. Yeah. What's that? And now we're going to analyze Carl as he gets dragged to hell. Those demons sound really happy to be getting those souls. Then all of a sudden you start hearing Carl say, what? He's in torments. Look at his movements. And I read online that obviously the demons are on top of, he was being dragged away by men in tights. And then they were computerized over with the shadows. Now this famous thing that Carl does, he's like, help! Always, years ago, what's he saying? I'm like, is he saying, hey? But he's just groaning in agony, I guess. Hey! Look at him, looking at Sam, begging for help that will never come. Oh, look, Another happy demon. And then he does this, help! And the last time we see him before he goes to hell, you can see the string up there too. And they kind of put their hands over his mouth too. It looks like they're trying to... That final scream. Ah! And he does that disappear kind of like Willie, but... Here we go. Kind of disappearing. Hands over the mouth. And... begging and groaning. And there we have it. My analysis of the best scenes in Ghost. I always like to think that something like that's going to happen to like Chris Watts or Harvey Weinstein and stuff like that. Or Epstein. Wonder if he's in hell begging like that right now. Well, until I see you next time, folks.